Hey there YouTube, welcome back to Fab Automotive Detailing. Today we got a review video for you. Griot's Garage finishing sealant. I'm going to do it here on my grandparents' car and show you how well it works. Let's do it. So just a quick overview on the Boss system. Griot's Garage wanted to make a system that was safe, effective, and the results were just astonishing. But the most important part is safe. For people like us that don't detail cars every single day, we are not what I would consider professionals. We are weekend warriors. They wanted to make something that was safe, but would give you the results of what a professional is going to do. The Boss creams, whether it's the correcting creams or the finishing sealant, they all have sub-micron abrasives, including the finishing sealant. So you're going to get some correction out of this, not a lot, but you're going to get some correction out of this, and it's going to leave behind a very good sealant that should give you 6 months to a year's worth of protection. Yeah, they come out with the G21 and the G15. I know you guys have seen me use this in my video, and they also G21 and G15. They built that they designed that in-house from the ground up. It is not a knockoff of anybody else's polisher. They built that from the ground up. They made several different adjustments on it to get it right where they wanted it. Like I said, it's not a knockoff. It's a great machine. And then their pads. This is where they're kind of expensive, but I have all their pads. They have white, black, orange, and yellow. Black is going to be for finishing the paint. Yellow is perfecting. Orange is correcting, and then white is fast correcting. Now, what is nice about the Griot's Garage Boss system is they have designed this so you can use any pad with any of their Boss products. So let's just say you want to use the finishing sealant, you want to get a little bit of correction, and the black pad you know is not going to give you the correction that you want. You can jump up to the yellow, or you can jump up to the orange, or if you really wanted to, you could jump up to the white and boost the correction capabilities out of this finishing sealant. Or you can use perfecting cream, which has a little bit more abrasives than this. Same thing, you can boost it by using a more aggressive pad, or if you want to lessen the aggressiveness of the product, use a pad like, if let's say you're using correcting cream and you want to kind of lessen the aggressiveness of it, you'd put a yellow pad on it. I mean, I don't know why you just wouldn't go to perfecting cream, but anyways, that's one of the great things about this system is it's very user-friendly, and most importantly, it is safe for your paint. So what we're going to do, my grandparents' car, they drive it basically daily, but it is kept in the garage. When they're not out in it, it's in the garage. If it's snowing really bad here in Indiana, they don't usually get out. If it's severe thunderstorms, they're usually not out, but the car did get pretty dirty. I didn't do any wash video or anything like that. This is just a review on this finishing sealant. So let me give you an overview of the vehicle. I cleaned and detailed this car almost 1 year ago. I did a full paint correction and wax. So the paint, I'm going to use my Astro 50 SL. The paint is still in really good shape. There are a few spots here and there. I have done no correction to this. All I did was wash it, and I pulled it in and let it dry overnight. But this way you guys kind of get an idea. This is why I decided to go with finishing sealant. So I figured I'd make a video. I haven't done a video on it. And I've actually only used it one time. Because when I get a brand new product, I test it out on my vehicles. I test it out either on my truck or on my wife's work car, because if something's going to happen, I'd rather it happen on those. Now, I'm not afraid of using any of Griot's products and something happening, but I put it on my car so I can get a feel for it on the polisher. I know what the polisher is going to feel like when I'm using it. I know how well it's going to work into the panels, how slow I need to go, if I can speed it up a little bit with my arm speed. I figure that all out on my vehicles, so then I can transfer all that knowledge onto these vehicles. So I have used it, but only on the hood of my truck. I know that sounds crazy, but I just haven't had time to do any detailing on my own vehicle. So I cleaned the hood of my truck with this finishing sealant a few weeks ago just to see how well it worked and what to expect when I use it. So what we're gonna get started here. I'm gonna shut the camera off. I'm gonna get all my pads and stuff in order, and we're going to do a video probably doing the hood, because that's the easiest panel to show you how to work it. Go over the directions. I've already taped off all the black trim, so there's no need to show that. This is just a review video. So I'll be right back here in just a second. We'll get ready to go. Okay, first thing you want to do is shake the bottle up really well. And I'm not going to read all the directions, but well, heck, why not? Shake well, assess the surface, then select the appropriate pad. Thoroughly butter the full face of the pad, working a 2 foot by 2 foot section at a time. Spread product across the entire area using a light, moderate pressure and slow arm speed. Work product into surface for 3 to 4 passes. Remove residue with a clean microfiber towel. Apply 3 or 4 drops of product to pad for subsequent sections. Frequently clean pad face with a pad conditioning brush and or compressed air via a regulatory approved air nozzle. And as you can see on the back, hopefully I'm putting it, says durable protection, easy dust-free wipe off, longer buffing time, which these Boss creams definitely have a longer buffing time, and it's recommending speeds 2 to 4. So I'm not sure, typically when you use a sealant or a wax, usually let it haze before you remove it. So I think I might just do the whole hood and then come back and remove it here, because I let it haze up on my truck for a good 20 minutes and it wiped off really easy. But anyways, I don't remember what this stuff smells like because I've only used it once. I think it's grape. We're gonna butter this pad up. I am using a black finishing pad because the paint is in very good shape. I think it's grape. It smells kind of grapey. I'm gonna try to remember to put all this down in the description for everybody. I know I'm not the greatest at remembering to do that, but I've been doing better lately at least. So the pad is buttered. Hopefully I don't knock the camera all around. Cord over your shoulder. We're going to start slow speed to get this pad spread out, and then we'll bump it up. And hopefully you don't go out of focus on me like the last video. Remember, don't remove the polisher until the pad is almost done, and then take it off, because otherwise you're going to sling paint all over the place. Moderate pressure. You know, you probably noticed I have my hand up here most of the time. On this Boss machine, make sure I'm in the camera, make sure right here is a trigger lock. So when you pull the trigger all the way up, roll your thumb over and push the lock, then you can take your hand off and you can hold it back here. If you saw me a minute ago, I kind of held it up here a litlittle bit. That way you don't have to constantly be holding that trigger up, because you can get pretty tiring doing that. So that is one of the nice features about this Boss machine. And that's pretty much it. I did this section right here. Now we're gonna move up here. adjust the camera. I'm only going to show you doing this hood, and then we'll do it once I do the whole car. Take you outside and show you the finished results. Maybe even do a water test, and I say maybe because it depends on how much time I got. 3 dots. Now, if you notice, my arm speeds are probably faster than what you're used to seeing, and that's I'm not looking for correction. My grandparents, my grandpa, he actually says, Brian, don't use that expensive stuff you use on your cars. Just put some cheap turtle wax on it. Like, Grandpa, I'm not going to put some turtle wax on the car. We're going to do this right. And last year I did a full paint correction and a wax. So this year we're just basically doing a wax. I am putting this on just for wax. If I get some imperfections taken out in the process, great. If I don't, no big deal, because the paint still looks really, really good. And one thing I should mention on that trigger lock, once you have it locked in, to release the lock, you don't press this button. You just pull the trigger up and let go to release it. And I'm going to go ahead and finish that other side right there. And then the hood will be done. And we'll start taking it off over here and then work our way over. Hopefully I'm still in focus. Now, if I was looking to do full paint correction, I would be sitting on that panel a lot longer than I'm sitting on it. I mean, I've never been one to do that really slow, and I mean, moving at that pace. I've never been that type, and I have no problem getting most defects out. Most defects. I'm not perfect. I'm a mechanic that loves the detail. I usually have pretty faster arm movements than what you're probably used to, and so it might look a little weird to you. And I may get some comments about my arms being too fast, but that's fine. I got broad shoulders, I can take it. So, take you off here and show you it's hazed, which I don't know if that even matters. Actually, with this color paint, I can't even show you that. Yeah, darn it, I was really hoping I could show you it was hazed up. Right there, it's dry. I know the camera didn't pick that up, but it is completely dry. So we're going to remove it just like we would a regular wax. Put you back on the camera. My wife just got back from work. That's it. You probably heard her car in the background. Just going to take this off. Check over here. That stuff dries really fast, so maybe that's why they don't tell you to wait. Hey, babe.
Hey, honey.
I told him that you just got off work.
Oh, your fans?
Not my fans, my subscribers.
Whatever.
Jeez.
There you go.
I told him you'd probably be in the background. Okay, that's simple. I'll have to do a water test on it. Not right now. When I come back, I guess we will, as much as it bugs me to do a water test after cleaning a car. I'm going to do it for you guys. Paint looks really good. You know, I like to get down. I like to move my light all around. Looks really good. I don't know how long this sealant's going to last. They say it's a long-lasting protection. Griot's one-step sealant that I used on that RV video, I've used on my own vehicles, and I've actually gotten over a year's worth of protection on my Dodge truck. Now, I think that has a lot to do with how you upkeep maintenance wash and stuff on your vehicles, because when I do maintenance washes, I use a wash and a wax, or if I don't use a wash and a wax, I'll use super concentrated car wash from Griot's Garage, and I'll follow it up with their spray on wax, which when the paint's wet, you spray it on there and you dry it with a towel, leaves no water spots behind, leaves a protection, and that really helps extend the life of your wax that's on your paint. So what I'll do is I'm gonna shut the camera off, get this whole car done, take it outside, look at it in the sun, maybe spray some water. I'm not sure yet if I want to do that because the sun is really cooking, and it's almost 90 degrees here in my garage, so out there in the sun it's gonna be even hotter, and I don't want to get any water spots because we have hard water, but we'll see what I can do as far as putting some water on there. So I'm gonna turn it off and get this done.
Okay, so all the wax is off of it. I haven't done anything else to the car, but I want to get this in. It's getting ready to rain and it's sunny out. Well, the sun just went back in, but this is the result from the finishing sealant. These chrome wheels, that's my next video, by the way. Give you all a heads up. See, I missed wax right here, so I gotta go. I'll have to get all that off. That's why I pull it out. Car looks really good. I think a darker color would probably show the actual finish to this finishing sealant, but that's not what I have put on right now. So I said I was going to do a water test. What I did is I got water out of our water jug, a little water cooler, so I know that it's not going to spot. That's the only way that I'm going to be doing this. So here we go. Put water on this. Do it from higher so it kind of splats. It kind of sheets the water more than it beads it. I like that though. Actually works very, very well. Hopefully you guys are hearing me because of the wind and the microphone, but that works really well. Now I gotta dry it off and we're gonna wrap this video up.
Well, that's it for the finishing sealant review. It goes on really easy. It comes off really easy. Now off camera, when I waxed the whole vehicle, I actually let it all sit on there until I got all the way done with the car, and then I went right back around, and by that time it was all dry where you pull your finger down, it doesn't smear, because that's just the way I've always done waxes. That's the way I was taught to do waxes. I actually took a class at Griot's Garage here in Plainfield, Indiana, on the other side of town from me, and you know, they show you how to test it and all that stuff. Just a little basic class, but it was pretty neat. But yeah, you check if it smears, it's not ready. It hasn't adhered to the paint yet, but if it comes off without smearing, then you know it's ready to be removed. And this stuff came off like that. I mean, it came off no dusting. The paint looks really, really good. Now this is not a metallic paint, so it doesn't have those sparkles or those flakes to it like our Journey does. So I'll be interested in what this looks like on a metallic paint. And it should get 6 months to a year. I think probably closer to a year knowing Griot's Garage sealants. And I think I'll probably do a 6-month review and a 12-month review of it, because I know my grandparents aren't gonna have it waxed anywhere else. So one day I'll go over there, have them come over here, and I'll do a review video on it to see how it's holding up after 6 months to a year. One of my subscribers, I'm gonna say his name wrong, Ozu Lu, got pretty cool cars, nice old Fox body Mustang, love it. And he asked me about doing on the one-step sealant, sorry, the wind's kicking up because it's getting ready to storm. A one-step sealant, he'd like to see what it looks like after 6 months. Well, this is gonna be the finishing sealant, and hopefully one day I'll be able to do the one-step sealant, but I love it. I think this is a great product. You know, it gets rid of a little bit of imperfections, works very, very well. I highly recommend this product, especially if you're gonna get into the Boss line, the Boss machine, buy all the Boss creams, a finishing sealant. You can't go wrong no matter what you do. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button while you're down there. Hit that little bell so every time I upload a video, you get notified. And I've already given you a hint of what the next video is going to be. It's cleaning those chrome wheels to make them look brand new. And we will see you in that video.